morning, everybody. Welcome to this beautiful Monday. Happy Monday to all of you, although I don't know if it'll be a Monday by the time you actually watch this video, but if it happens to be Monday, happy Monday. I look a little tired today. In case you couldn't tell, look at these bags. I have to go get Olivia, I think. I actually slept really well, but it took me a long time to fall asleep. And then this morning when the girls woke up for the day, I was in deep sleep, so I'm a little bit like just tired today. But I fake tanned last night and I painted, I'll show you, I painted my toenails myself because your girl can't be bothered to get them done. So I painted my toes. And we had a good morning, didn't we? You want to play? Yeah, she wants to play with her Sesame Street puzzle. So, okay, let me get this ready for you. I've been trying to put Olivia down in her, there you go, sweetie, in her bassinet, and it's just not working. She is napping now, but she'll only nap in her swing, so that's still a struggle, but we'll get there eventually, so I have to go get her shortly. But this morning, we just played with some of Blakey's puzzles that my parents got her from a garage sale, and we watched Splash and Boots and Sesame Street, and then I cleaned up the dishes from breakfast, and we've just been playing and relaxing and enjoying each other. And yeah, that's what we did this morning. So my mom is coming shortly and we're gonna go for a walk because it's so beautiful out. It's a little bit cool, but it's beautiful. And then we're gonna have lunch, and yeah, but I gotta go get the little one because she does not want to sleep upstairs. So I just put Olivia down in her swing just for a minute. I just nursed her again, and Blakey is still napping. She should be getting up within a half hour to an hour or so. And I just had a thought, and I thought I would share. I had a thought and I thought I would share it with you guys because I think one of the things that we as moms don't talk about so much is how isolating being a stay-at-home mom can be. And as much as this is like all I want to do, well, this and YouTube obviously, but as much as I want to be a stay-at-home mom and I love it and I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world, and even though I see my mom every single day and we go for a walk and, you know, we talk and we have a nice lunch together, I said to her, you know, sometimes it can seem like Groundhog Day, especially with such a young baby, because there's not a whole lot I can do right now with her and like take her places. She's getting older, so that will get better, but sometimes it can just feel like when you're in the moment, as much as you are trying to be conscious of the fact that it's going to go so fast and we need to soak up every moment, it sometimes feels a little bit like you're wasting your life away because you're doing the same thing every day, the same routine, the same this, the same that, and then days go by, weeks go by, months go by, and you just feel like I'm not really living, kind of. Like you feel like you want to experience things, you want to do things with your kids, you want to do things with your husband. And sometimes when you're even working moms too, I can only speak for a stay-at-home mom because that's how I feel. I can't speak for a working mom. But yeah, sometimes it just feels like I would like to make more memories and do more things and stuff like that. So anyways, a goal that I want to make for myself and this family is to get out more. And I know that that's scary, especially, you know, with such a young baby and 2 kids under 2, or if you have 3 kids or 4 kids, or heck, even 1. I remember being so scared to take Blake anywhere by myself. Like I was like, like so scared. But I think it's important that we kind of take the fear out of doing more things. because I feel like the fear and the anxiety of what will happen if things go wrong keeps us more inside and not doing very much. And I know a lot of times I think, well, I can't go there by myself with the girls. Like, I can't do that. And then I think, yeah, Lindsay, you can. And I mean, really, what's the worst that's going to happen? I get to a store with the girls or somewhere and Olivia starts screaming. Well, I'll try and soothe her. If that doesn't work, then I'll come home. I'll just drive home. Like, it's really not a big deal when you say those things out loud. Like, what's the worst that can happen? So I think it just mostly gets like worked up in our head of how difficult it would be. So I think I want to start getting out more with the girls, with or without help. I know tomorrow I'm picking up groceries. How exciting. But I might go back with Olivia to the hospital that I delivered at, because a lot of the nurses, obviously because of her traumatic entrance, a lot of the nurses are, you know, they were really concerned and they wanted to see how she's doing now. So I might do that, even just to like go take both girls to the store and look around and get some things ready for Blake's birthday party. And I just am the type of person that in my soul, like, and heart, I need to keep busy. I like to keep busy. I like doing different things. I like baking. I like decorating. I like being outside, you know, and I find that when Blake naps for 2 hours, even though I have Olivia, and sometimes it's nice to relax, that's when I feel more anxious and kind of like what do I do? Like, I want to do something, but what can I do? I feel stuck, very stuck. And although I'm stuck in the house, I can still be productive. So I think I want to start like baking more and actually planning some things and creating more content for you guys, and like just do something to feel a bit more productive and whole. She's gonna want me to bounce her in a minute. Because it can be very isolating and very monotonous. I think monotonous is the perfect word for motherhood sometimes. And when you have little kids and little babies, it's kind of the same thing over and over and over. And although there's nothing necessarily wrong with that, you need variety. Like, variety is the spice of life, you know. You need to just go out there and don't be afraid to take your kids somewhere by yourself, to go walk to the corner and get them ice cream, and just even little things, just to experience something different. So I think that we're going to implement that this week, because I just want to get out and like do more and experience more and not feel like I'm not wasting my life. I mean, I'm being a mother and that's the most important job to me. But what I mean is not enjoying every single day to its full potential. And I think I am doing myself and my children and my family a disservice if I'm not living my best life for myself and for my kids every day. So one thing that's going to really help is having the backyard done. So as you guys know, that's going to be done in July. So another month that it should be done. So even just like Olivia and I would sit out there and I would just lay in the sun, I'd be okay with that, because I'm happy with nature and being surrounded by nature. Or you know, Colin and I one weekend, as busy as he is with work, he runs his own business and he has another job, as busy as he is, just planning one day to go and do something as a family, go to Great Wolf Lodge for the weekend, just do little spontaneous kind of things. I think we need to do more date nights and just switch up things. So we are going to start implementing that, I think, pretty soon. Wednesday, today's Monday, so Wednesday he's off. Because Thursday he goes on a trip for like 4 days. So Wednesday we have the whole day together, and my mom's gonna watch the girls while we go look at vehicles. For me, we might actually just get a new one and just finance it. I don't know, we'll have to see like the price and everything and the pros and cons. So we might do that, and then maybe go for lunch or like just do something just to get out as a couple. And yeah. Anyways, I'm like rambling, but I'm sure a lot of you stay-at-home moms can relate, or even working moms can relate. Because same if you work, it's like Monday to Friday, you do the same job, you eat lunch in the same room, you sit with the same people, you come home, you do your same nighttime routine. And then it's like, you know, I'm the type that I'm like craving variety. Anyways, that's just me. So we'll see, we'll get there. And it can just be little things, but we'll do it like one day at a time. But I have to go rock her now, and then maybe I'll bake something, or I don't know, do something a little bit more productive. Maybe plan Blake's birthday party. I'd like to do that too. This is one of the things that I bought for Blake at HomeSense for like $5. And it came with 2 huge rolls of Peppa Pig like coloring things. See here? 2 big rolls. I gotta get Olivia. 12 feet plus stickers. So she's gonna color, and I feel like baking, so Mommy's gonna bake. I'll see how long this lasts. Enjoying. We always have crazy hair after our naps. The chocolate chips. Yeah, you put some down there. That's okay. And I had to postpone the muffin making because somebody needed to nurse, but she's getting a little fussy, but she's okay. So this is how the muffins turned out. They're a little bit overdone, as you can see, because I find it next to impossible to watch muffins with 2 babies, especially when this one was just screaming her face off not long ago, and this one over here was throwing a little tantrum. So they're a little burnt, but that's okay. I just wanted to let you all know that yes, Blakey does have little mini tantrums. I don't show it because I don't want to embarrass her, and I don't want her to ever look back on my videos and be embarrassed that I showed that. But I just want to let you know she does have tantrums. Her thing is, a lot of times if I'm paying attention to Olivia because she needs me, then she will start to act up a little bit. And the thing that we're working on right now is well, I'll just say it's screaming. She'll just kind of go ah like that because she's frustrated, and I just keep telling her, you know, if you're frustrated, you tell Mommy. We use our words, we do not scream. And she just had one now because I had her in the chair, one of the dining room chairs, because she was coloring, and she was standing up, and I said, no, sit down on your bum. So she did, but then she kept putting her feet on the table, and I said, put your feet down, we have to sit nice. And then she wasn't listening, so I said, okay, if you don't listen to Mommy, Mommy take you down. And then that's when the fit happened, and I got down on her level, and I tried, you know, talking to her and saying that's not acceptable behavior. We do not act that way. And I just said, if you don't listen to Mommy, then no more coloring. And I took it away, and she continued to scream, and not like scream, but she kind of like, like try to get my attention kind of. And I just ignored it, completely ignored it, because I've already explained to her that doing that doesn't get what she wants. And if she doesn't listen, then I will take certain things away. But it's so hard. And at the same time, Olivia was like crying. So it's really hard. These are the moments that make it hard to have 2 under 2, because I mean, it's hard with any child. I mean, you can have a 5-year-old that has a tantrum and a new baby, but I think that having a child that's not even 2 years old yet and an almost 3-month-old, it's hard, and I can't always give Olivia the 100% attention she needs, and I can't always give Blake 100% of the attention she needs. And the only thing that I try and talk myself into to make it easier, or at least to make me feel better, because boy, let me tell you, the mom guilt for not giving her as much attention as she needs, or sometimes not being able to give her as much attention, is real. And I just think to myself, you know what, when they're my age, or when they're teenagers, or even when they're 10, you know, are they gonna remember this? Are they gonna remember that Mommy didn't give me 100% of her attention? Like, no, they're not gonna remember that. I'm sure my mom went through the same thing with my brother and I don't remember any of that stuff. I don't remember anything from when I was 2, 3. I do remember being afraid I would fall in the toilet when my mom tried to potty train me. But other than that, I just remember the good times, and I don't remember any of that. So that's kind of what is my saving grace for having a mental breakdown and crying and feeling like I'm not doing a good job. And I'm not asking for sympathy or anything like that. I know I'm a good mom. I know in my heart that I am. But if you guys, you know, if you're going through the same thing and you're struggling and you feel like I can't give enough attention to each child and you're just feeling guilty, just remember that they're not going to remember this. They're only going to remember how much you love them, and and all the good times. That's what they're going to remember. So I'm just going to continue to establish these rules and keep on talking to her. If it takes 1,000 times for me to tell her, then I'll tell her 1,000 times. But I'm just trying my best. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm trying my best. And I'm sure you all are too. And we all need to just give ourselves a break, because this shit is hard. Like, for people that are like, oh, you know, even when I worked full time and I worked for the police, I dealt with really shitty people, and it was full time, and I get yelled at and all this stuff. That is still 1,000 times easier than this job. I'm sorry, but working full time is a break compared to being a stay-at-home mom. So we need to just give ourselves some grace, know that we're doing a good job. And I just want all of you mamas out there to know you're doing a good job. And if you're having a hard day or a bad day, just watch one of my videos and know that I'm also going through the same thing. And that's why I love doing these videos, because it makes us all feel less alone. We're all in this together. We're all struggling, and it just makes you feel a little bit better to know that you're not the only one, that everyone else is going through the same thing, and everyone else is struggling and feeling guilty and having their toddlers scream and not listen, and a baby who doesn't want to sleep when all these other babies are sleeping so well, and you're like, why isn't mine sleeping? So anyways, I just wanted to say you're doing a good job. And that's what this channel is for, and this community. And yeah, didn't fill my eyebrows in enough. See, I think I have a little bit of ADD. I can't stay on track with anything. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say for my little rant. My mother-in-law is going to be here shortly, and yeah, then we're gonna have some supper, bathe the girls, and then I'm gonna have my little relaxing evening time. He is the best big sister, because Sissy was fussing because I put her in her chair, and she gave her all of her friends. You're such a good big... She likes it? You're such a good big sister. Good. All your friends. Good job, Blakey. Good job. Tonight's dinner for Blakey is Annie's mac and cheese with some peas, because I'm exhausted and don't have time to cook something nicer. So that's what she's having, and I might just have toast later, honestly. It is 20 to 8 and my day has now just ended. Oh, I am so physically tired. Like, my body just aches from holding Olivia. She was really, really fussy tonight, and I just had to hold her. Like, since from the last clip till she went to bed, my mother-in-law came and gave Olivia a bath, and we switched off because Olivia was super fussy and just would not settle. So then I had to go and rock her while she read to Blake, and then we switched again, and I think they're both asleep now. I just went up again for Olivia, but I think she's asleep now, and Blake has been quiet. So I didn't get dinner. I just quickly shoved down a piece of rye toast with some peanut butter, and I've just put on a pot of tea, and I'm gonna have a muffin and just relax because I'm exhausted, and probably go to bed at 9 o'clock because I'm just pooped. I love my babies more than anything in the world, and like, just looking at Blake's dollhouse, I miss her already because I just love her so much, and I love Olivia so much. But I'm glad that I can just rest now and like relax my body because my back is killing me. But anyways, I love you guys so much, and I appreciate all of you so much, and all of your kind words. And like I always say, I read every single comment, and I try my best to reply. If I don't reply to you, please know that I appreciate it. I do read it, I do see it. And yeah, you guys are like my rock. Like, I love you guys. So anyways, I will see you tomorrow. Bye.